Brown here, and this is Breathe by Nirvana. So pretty simple song, so this will be a pretty quick lesson. This one's in standard tuning, and we're in the key of F sharp minor. Alright, so the main riff, let's check that out. Pretty simple, that's what I was just playing. So the first little bit that we're going to do is, so pretty much all you're doing is an F sharp power chord with 3 strings, strumming that twice. Then you're changing the bass note to a low E note, and then strumming your chord again. Alright, so then what we're going to do is come up to an A5 power chord at the 5th and 7th frets on your 3 low strings. And just kind of bend the strings a little bit towards the floor a little bit. Then the end of the riff is an E5 power chord here at the 2nd fret, so 0, 2, 2. So real slowly. Alright, so something with tone that I'll talk about is you might notice I'm playing with a decent bit more gain than I usually do for a distorted rhythm guitar tone. So I'm just playing through my amp in like a Boss DS1 for more gain, but on the recording he's probably using like a big muff to get that really crazy, just over the top sound. So the verse riff is next. Let's check that out. Alright, so really simple, just strumming 8th notes. What you're doing is just like a little chunk of a power chord here at the 11th frets on your 4th and 3rd strings. So I'm just doing this with one finger, my first finger. So you're strumming that for a couple measures. And then you're coming back to the 10th fret and doing some vibrato on your 4th string. So all together again. Alright, so that happens a few times, and then the last measure prior to the chorus, what you're going to do instead of the, what you're going to do is just strum full measure of 8th notes with an F sharp 5 power chord down here, so 2, 4, 4 for a full measure, like, and then we're to the chorus riff. So I'll play that measure into the chorus. Alright, so the chorus is real simple. I'll go through the chords first and then explain the rhythms and strumming and stuff. So I have a D5 power chord. So that's on your 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings, open 2, 3. The next chord is an A5. So that's on your 5th, 4th, and 3rd strings, open 2, 2. C5 is the next one, so that's on the same strings, frets 3, 5, 5. Then you're just sliding that all back a fret for a B5 power chord, so 2, 4, 4. Now the strumming. Let's talk about that measure. So the chord changes are anticipated, or they happen an 8th note from where you'd expect them. So you'd expect them to be changing on beat 3, but it's happening on the and of 2 is where it changes. So that's the first little bit, and then I'll do the full measure. So between the A5 and the C5 chords, there's a little open string type deal to transition between the chords. So the next measure we get, so that's C5 going to B5, the same exact rhythm that we had with the 2 previous chords. And then again, some open strings played as a little transition to go between the chords. The last time though, you have something like this. So you're just doing a big slide on beat 4 up and down your lowest string. Then you're back to another verse. Alright, so the only part left to talk about in this one is the guitar solo. And in this one, tone-wise, what he's got going on is it sounds like some chorus modulation and maybe like a little bit of, or not a little bit, a lot of delay and some reverb on there as well. So what's going on, I'll just kind of explain it before I play it, is it's a tremolo picked part. So with tremolo picking or strumming, regardless of what you're doing, what you want to do is just pick, whatever subdivision that you can play, that's the fastest that you can play cleanly. So with this kind of a song, anything really above an eighth note is going to get the desired result that you want. So a triplet, a 16th note, I think, groups of 5 for this song at this tempo is probably a little unrealistic. So the first part of the solo sounds like this. Alright, so what you're doing is you're just doing a F sharp octave, so that's the 9th and 11th frets of your 5th and 3rd strings for 3 measures, and then what you're doing is going down chromatically, or just 1 fret at a time. So that's 9, 8, 7, 6 as far as where the first finger is fretting. What you're going to do is the exact same thing, but up with starting at an A octave. So so what you'd have there is this. Alright, then we're going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to start from the 15th fret. I don't even need to play it, so it's the same. And then what we're going to do for the end of the solo is 2 full measures of, it's the 17th and 19th frets. So 2 measures of that, and then the next measure is a split measure of that's the 18th and 20th, and the 19th and 21st. So 2 beats each on those, and then the final measure is the 20th and 22nd frets. So anyways, I'll play the full solo now so you can kind of hear what's going on. Alright, so that's it. If you're playing this live or something like this, probably what you'd want to do is just strum that last octave for maybe like just 2 or 3 beats, and then do like a big slide down, so then you can get to the chorus again. Okay, so that's it for this one. The song just ends with the main riff, and then you strum a final F sharp 5 power chord, and you're done. So if you want the tabs for this, as usual, just email me and get a hold of me, and please subscribe. So I've got lots more Nirvana, and I'm gonna jump back to some of the stuff from Soundgarden Super Unknown here pretty soon, and do some just other kind of miscellaneous kind of song lessons. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching.